A friend took his Model Y into a shop last fall, 42,000 miles, and the mechanic spotted rusty brake rotors. He quoted him $1,400 for a full brake job, and he paid it. But what nobody told him is that a free 5-minute procedure built into every Tesla would have prevented the damage entirely. The car even has a hidden mode that walks you through it. The mechanic never mentioned it. Tesla never mentioned it. That's just one of 17 hidden tricks mechanics and service centers don't want you finding out about. Let's get into them. Number 1. The wiper blade trick that prevents a $200 repair. Here is something Tesla does not make obvious. You cannot lift your wiper arms the way you would on any other car. If you force them up, you will snap the internal spring mechanism, and that repair runs over $200. But buried in the touchscreen is a feature called Wiper Service Mode. Go to Controls, then Service, and tap Wiper Service Mode. The wipers move to a raised position where you can safely swap the blades yourself. A set of replacement Tesla wiper blades costs about $20 online. Slide off the old ones, click in the new ones, tap the button again, and the wipers return to normal. 3 minutes, done. Number 2, the Supercharger timing trick. Supercharger pricing changes throughout the day based on demand. During off-peak hours, usually midnight to 6 a.m., rates can drop from over 50 cents per kilowatt hour down to around 11 cents at some stations. That is the same electricity for a fraction of the cost. But the real money trap is congestion fees. At busy supercharger stations during peak hours, the moment your Tesla battery hits 80%, you start getting charged 50 cents to $1 per minute just for sitting in the stall. So always stop at 80%, move your car, and check pricing in the Tesla app before pulling in. And always navigate to the supercharger using Tesla's built-in navigation at least 30 minutes before you arrive. The car will precondition the battery pack on the way, which means faster charging speeds. In cold weather, skipping that preconditioning step can make charging 2 to 3 times slower. Number 3, Joe Mode and Screen Clean Mode. 2 features Tesla buried in the settings that solve real everyday problems. Joe Mode is under controls, then safety. Toggle it on and every chime in the car, turn signals, autopilot alerts, and seatbelt reminders drop by about 50%. It was named after a Tesla owner who wanted quieter alerts, so he would stop waking his kids in the back seat. You can also press the right scroll wheel and say, Enable Joe Mode. Screen Clean Mode is under controls, then display. Tap it and the touchscreen goes dark and it locks out all touch input so you can wipe down fingerprints without accidentally changing your climate settings or opening the glove box. Press and hold the exit button when you are done. Number 4, Trunk Height Memory. If you have ever opened your Model Y liftgate in a low-clearance garage and heard that sickening crunch against the ceiling, this one is for you. Open your trunk, stop it manually at the height you want as your maximum, and press and hold the trunk button on the liftgate until you hear a confirmation beep. Your Tesla will now remember that as the maximum opening height every single time. No more ceiling damage, no more dent repair bills. Number 5, 2 resets that fix almost everything. Before you schedule any service appointment for a frozen touchscreen, weird error messages, or connectivity problems, try these. They're the same 2 procedures Tesla's own phone support agents walk you through first. For a soft reboot, shift into park and press and hold both scroll wheels on the steering wheel for about 10 seconds. The touchscreen goes black. The Tesla logo comes back after about 30 seconds, and most glitches clear themselves. For deeper issues, do a full power cycle. Go to Controls, then Safety and Security, then tap Power Off. Here is the critical part. Wait a full 2 minutes without touching anything. Do not press the brake, do not open a door, and do not bump the steering wheel. The car needs to power down completely. Then press the brake to wake it back up. This clears stubborn error codes that a soft reboot will not touch, and it just saved you a $100 diagnostic fee from mobile service. Those first 5 are all quick wins you can use today, but these next few start saving you real money over time. Number 6. The window calibration trick that kills wind noise. If your Tesla has annoying wind noise at highway speeds, or if the windows seem to sit just slightly low after you close the door, the fix is free and takes about 2 minutes. On each problem window, lower it all the way down and hold the button for 15 to 20 seconds. Then raise it all the way up and hold the button for 15 to 20 seconds. That recalibrates the window position sensor and usually fixes the seal immediately. If you want to check status, go into service mode and look under the closures menu. Each window shows a green, yellow, or red dot for calibration. Number 7. The battery rule Tesla won't advertise. Tesla officially recommends keeping your daily charge limit between 20 and 90%. Battery researchers have found that a tighter range of 30 to 70% significantly reduces both calendar aging and cycle aging, meaning your battery pack holds its capacity longer over the years. So why does Tesla not promote this? The range estimate you see on the Tesla website and on every window sticker at the showroom would shrink by about 40%. That is a marketing problem, not a battery problem. The 20 to 90 range is a compromise between longevity and customer expectations. One exception though, if your Tesla has the standard range iron phosphate battery, the base Model 3 and Model Y rear-wheel drive, Tesla recommends charging to 100% once a week for cell balancing. Plan to drive within about an hour of hitting full charge. Number 8, skip the brake fluid flush and test it instead. Some service centers push a brake fluid replacement every 2 years for $100 to $200, but Tesla's actual recommendation is to check the fluid every 4 years and only replace it if moisture content is too high. You can buy a brake fluid tester for about $15 on Amazon. Dip the probe into the reservoir hidden under your front cover and get an instant reading. If it shows under 3% moisture, your fluid is perfectly fine. Walk away. The sealed system on a Tesla keeps fluid clean far longer than a conventional car, so odds are you'll never actually need this done. Number 9, and this is the big one, Tesla's hidden service mode. Every Tesla has a complete diagnostic system built into the touchscreen, the same one technicians at the Tesla Service Center access using their $3,000 per year toolbox subscription, and you can open it right now with a simple password. Tap controls on your touchscreen, then tap software. Now tap and hold the model name under the vehicle image for about 5 seconds. When it prompts for an access code, type the word service in all lowercase. Tap enable when the warning appears, and a red border around the edge of your screen confirms you are in. Inside this hidden menu, you'll find every single error code your car has ever logged, including ones that never show up on the normal display. You can check real-time battery cell temperatures and isolation resistance, which tells you whether there is a leak in the high voltage system. You can pull up live feeds from all of your autopilot cameras to check alignment. You can see raw tire pressure data updating in real time. This is the exact same information that Tesla bills you $175 to $305 per hour to access during a diagnostic appointment, and it has been sitting in your car the entire time. Number 10, the free fix for phantom braking. Phantom braking, that sudden unexplained hard braking on autopilot, is one of the most frustrating Tesla issues. Service centers charge $175 just to diagnose it, then they usually say, wait for a software update. A manual camera recalibration often solves the problem immediately. Go to Controls, then Service, then Camera Calibration, and tap Clear Calibration. Then drive 20 to 25 miles on a highway with clear lane markings. Stay in the middle lane with light traffic and watch the calibration progress bar on your touchscreen. It usually completes within those 25 miles. No tools, no cost, and you just skipped a service appointment. If you are finding this helpful, hit subscribe. We cover Tesla tips and money-saving tricks like this every single week. Now let us keep going, because these last 7 get even better. Number 11, brake burnishing. This is the trick that would have saved my friend that $1,400 brake job. Because Tesla uses regenerative braking so heavily, your physical brake pads barely touch the rotors during normal driving. Sounds like a good thing, right? Until you realize the rotors are sitting there collecting rust and corrosion from moisture and road salt, with nothing scrubbing them clean. After a couple of years, you end up with pitted, uneven rotors and a repair bill of $400 to $800. The prevention is called brake burnishing. Find a quiet road, get up to about 50 miles per hour, then apply moderate, steady brake pressure to slow down to about 10 miles per hour without stopping completely. Repeat that 6 times with about 30 seconds of cooling between each run. You can also do this through service mode. Navigate to chassis, then brakes, then brake burnishing. The system walks you through each cycle with on-screen pressure guides and a cycle counter. It automatically disables regenerative braking, so only your friction brakes engage. Do this once every few months, and your rotors will stay smooth and clean. Number 12, the phantom drain killer. If your Tesla loses 1 to 2% of battery per day while parked, phantom drain is eating your range. The single biggest culprit is Sentry mode. It keeps all your cameras running around the clock. Disabling it when you are at home alone can save you 7 to 10% of range per day. Beyond that, turn off cabin overheat protection when you are parked for extended periods. Disable summon standby in the autopilot settings. Here is one many people miss. Third-party apps like Teslafy and Stats running on your phone constantly ping your car to pull data, and that prevents the vehicle from entering sleep mode. If you are heading on vacation, change your Tesla account password temporarily to revoke their access. After locking all of this down, your Tesla should drop into sleep mode within about 10 minutes of parking. Number 13, battery management system recalibration for lost range. If your displayed range seems lower than it should be, your battery management system estimate might be drifting. The fix is a full calibration cycle. Charge to 100% and let the car sit for 2 to 3 hours. Then drive until you are down to about 5% and let it sit again for 2 to 3 hours. Charge back to your normal daily level after that. Owners on the Tesla forums consistently report recovering 5 to 15 miles of displayed range after doing this. It does not change actual battery capacity. It only corrects the range estimate you see on the dashboard display every time you get in the car. Alright, these last 4 are all hands-on tricks that replace expensive service appointments with stuff you can do yourself in your own garage. Number 14, the scheduled departure trick for winter. Cold weather can kill your Tesla's range by 20 to 30% or more, but scheduled departure recovers a huge chunk of that loss if you use it correctly. Go to Controls, then Schedule, and set the departure time to when you actually walk out the door. Enable precondition for the same time, and leave the car plugged in overnight. What happens is the car finishes charging right before you leave and uses wall power to warm the battery and the cabin. You get full regenerative braking from your very first mile instead of that reduced region warning you normally see on a cold morning. That alone recovers 10 to 15% of your cold weather range loss. Swap the cabin heater for seat heaters whenever you can. Seat heaters use roughly 70% less energy to keep you comfortable. Number 15. All-wheel drive owners can skip most tire rotations. Tesla recommends tire rotation every 6,000 miles and charges $65 to $90 for it. But all-wheel drive Model 3 and Model Y distribute power so evenly that the tires often wear at nearly identical rates across all 4 corners. One owner checked at 13,000 miles and found perfectly even tread on every tire. Before your next scheduled rotation, spend $5 on a tread depth gauge and check all 4 corners yourself. If the difference is under about 1.5 millimeters between any two tires, you can safely skip the rotation. That's potentially $150 to $200 saved over your ownership period just from checking first. Number 16. The $22 cabin air filter swap. Tesla service centers charge $150 to $235 for a cabin air filter replacement, and they usually tack on an evaporator cleaning you do not need. The filters cost $20 to $35 for repair. The swap takes about 15 minutes. Remove the footwell panel under the passenger side dash, disconnect two small electrical clips for the light and speaker, pull out the old filters, and slide the new ones in with the airflow arrows pointing toward the rear of the vehicle. Bonus tip for musty air conditioning smells. Before installing the new filters, spray some Lysol into the filter housing and let it drip down through the evaporator for about an hour. That clears the drain hole, kills the mold that causes the smell, and saves you the evaporator cleaning fee that service centers like to upsell. Number 17. Replace the 12-volt battery yourself in 20 minutes. Your Tesla has a traditional 12-volt battery alongside the main high-voltage pack. When this little battery dies, and it eventually will, the entire car becomes a very expensive paperweight. Tesla service centers quote $260 to $500 for the replacement, but this is genuinely a 20-minute job with a single 10mm socket wrench. Lower all your windows first and prop a door open so you do not get locked out. Remove the underhood storage cover in the frunk, disconnect the negative terminal first, then the positive. Pull out the old battery, drop in the new one, and reconnect in reverse order. Positive first, then negative. Tesla sells the original equipment manufacturer replacement for about $165, or you can grab a compatible aftermarket battery for under $150. Either way, you just saved yourself up to $300 and a trip to the service center. Those are 17 tricks that can easily save you over $1,500 a year on your Tesla, and if any of these were new to you, subscribe, because we drop Tesla insider content like this every week. I'll see you in the next one.